Welcome everyone. Today we're using the Ninja FOODI XL grill and we're making shrimp burgers. Yes. Do believe this is native to South Carolina. I do believe, but I found this recipe in the New England. Hold on one second. I've got to give credit where credit's due. I'm back. I found the recipe in Cook's Country, making a few changes to it, but overall, that's where I got the recipe base from. And they did say it's native to South Carolina, so I never made this before. I never had one before. And yeah, let's just jump right in and make this shrimp burger. So what you see, I'm going to use the Ninja FOODI. This is the Power Pitcher system. If you have a food processor like I do over in the corner, go ahead and use a food processor. You're going to take a pound of shrimp. This is peeled, deveined, just dump the shrimp right in there. You're also going to need 3 green onions. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chop these into 1-inch pieces. And we're just going to go ahead and add it right to the food processor. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to turn it on. And I'm just going to pulse. Actually, I think I just pulse. We're just going to hit the pulse button. You grab a spatula. Going to pop the top off. Please do not put your hand in here. I did that once with the hot and cold blender. Yeah. Lesson learned, shall we say. Add some pepper. Probably like a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Kosher salt. Probably like a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. I am going to go ahead and add Old Bay. I like Old Bay. Old Bay is delicious. We're just going to eyeball this as usual. Probably like a 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay. We want to give this shrimp some flavor. And last but not least, we're going to add a little bit of mayo. Probably like 2 tablespoons of mayo. This will just help bind everything together. Put the lid back on and do the same thing if you're using a food processor. We're just going to pulse. There we go. Pop the top. Now please, when you take this out, I'm going to just take this and put it in a bowl. You know, I do have some extras over there. I was going to make little shrimp tacos. I'm going to chop some of those up and add this because this is like a puree. So what you see in front of you, I had some extra shrimp. So what I'm going to do, I shouldn't be doing this on the stove, but I am. Don't feel like moving. We're going to leave some of these larger to mix in with that lovely shrimp puree that I just made. And I still have some more, so I might just go ahead and add them all. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add them all. This is actually gonna upset our flavors. So I'm gonna have to actually go ahead and add more seasoning. Yeah, and I like the Power Pitcher system, but I think a food processor, my Cuisinart, is much, maybe because I'm used to it, but I think it does a better job. All right, so we got a little bit of chunk. So this is going to be probably like 1.5 pounds. Let me go wash my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and add a sprinkling more Old Bay. As you can see, we like Old Bay. A little bit more pepper. A little bit more salt. I don't think I'm going to add any more mayo. So what I'm going to do is just take this and just fold the chopped shrimp into the shrimp puree. The shrimp is done. Next up, we're going to take some panko breadcrumbs. It's probably like a cup of panko maybe. Going to add a bit of salt, maybe like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Black pepper, probably like a 1/2 teaspoon. And we're going to add some Old Bay. Maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay. I'm just going to take our hands and we're just going to mix this up. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to shape these by hand. I should probably wet, yeah, it's going to be sticky. Let me wet my hands. You can put gloves on if you want, but I'm just going to take water, working with wet hands. Just going to take a good amount of this because you want pretty good size shrimp burgers. There we go. And if your hands are wet, it doesn't really stick. I'm going to make a bowl. That's a good size shrimp burger. Because I want to make them so they fit the bun. We're going to use a brioche bun for these. Yeah, let's see how this comes out. Pretty thick. What I'm going to do is just lay this right into the panko. Press down just a bit. Flip it over. Add some panko to the top. There's one shrimp burger. Let's make another one. But let's just do the 2 for now. We're going to do 2 shrimp burgers. I'm going to save the rest for later. So there's your sizable, monstrous shrimp burgers. I'm just going to go ahead and spray these shrimp burgers with some avocado oil. Now you have options here. You can go ahead and preheat. I usually do not preheat. Just what I do. But if you want to go ahead and preheat, preheat. I'm going to flip this over because I think I wiped off some of the panko. Go ahead and close it. We're going to turn it on. We're going to air crisp. We're going to do it for 390. We're going to keep it on 390. And I'm going to hit start. We're going to hit preheat. It says add food. Open the lid. Boom. I'm going to check these probably in, we'll check it in like 5 minutes, 6-7 minutes. Okay, so it's been, I'm a little late. It's been 9 minutes. Let's take a look. Yeah, they look really good. Now, you don't have to turn things in here, but I'm curious to see. Yeah, we're just going to turn them. Oops, I don't want this burger to come apart. These are massive burgers. You could probably get super thin ones. You could get a ton more of these. That's besides the point. But if you notice like a dry area, hit it with some more avocado oil and then close the lid. Check these again because we have 5 minutes left. Oh, there it is right there. I was looking for my thermometer. It's right in front of me. Let's do a quick temp on these giant shrimp burgers. Oh yeah, they are super done. Yes. Just temping them all over just to be sure. Yeah, they're well done. We have well done burgers. So what I'm going to do is take these lovelies out. Now that is a massive, massive shrimp burger. This probably would have got a total of probably 6 shrimp burgers if I made them smaller. Because the other 2 are much smaller, but look at the size. These are massive shrimp burgers. And I still have 2 more to cook, which I will do later. So these giant, no lie, these are giant shrimp burgers. And they're, oh, the bun's not going to be big enough, which the brioche bun I'm just going to pop in. They were cooked, they were done in 15 minutes. I'm going to let that bun go for like 30 seconds, and then we're going to make a shrimp burger. Now, I don't know about you, but let me just put this one over there. And I would suggest put this on a wire rack. If you do not put this on a wire rack, the bottom will get a bit soggy. Okay, that's got to be done by now. Beautiful. We have a bottom bun, which this thing is going to tower over. Holy mackerel. Yeah. Now you can take like a little lemon. We'll put a little lemon on here. Just like so. Now I'm a cocktail. I'm a cocktail sauce person. You can use tartar. I have a homemade tartar sauce recipe in my Filet-O-Fish video, which I will put above. But for me, tartar sauce is the way to go on shrimp. But that's just me. And I would have made it homemade, but I just don't have the time today. Let me just grab a... There. I like some, but I don't like a ton of cocktail sauce. And there's a top bun. You can actually, you could put lettuce or whatever you wanted on this, but yeah, now that, wow. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but look at this. Tell me this shrimp burger's not ridiculous. Look at the size of that. Yeah, ginormous. Yeah, now that is a giant shrimp burger. Look at the size of that. This is a shrimp burger for two. Wow. I've never had a shrimp burger in my life, but the next time I drive to Florida, or if I'm down in South Carolina, I think it's near Beaufort. Is it Beaufort? I think it's Beaufort, South Carolina, I think. If somebody out there knows where shrimp burgers are native to, please leave a comment down below. And yeah, this thing is a hefty, hefty shrimp burger. Let's give it a go. Okay, here we go. Pretty good. It's just too big. I got the Old Bay. Got the spice from the Old Bay. Let me take one more bite just to make sure it's okay. Hot. There's what it looks like inside. So, to be honest with you, excuse me, the Power Pitcher system pureed it up too much. What I would do is stick with my food processor to make these. I think it would have been, I don't want to say it's bad, but I like to have the chunks of the shrimp in there are really, really nice. Yeah. The other thing, it just looks like it's like processed. At least when I added the chunks of shrimp, you can see it in there. It's good. It's really good with the tartar sauce and stuff. So will I make these again? Yes. But I will use my food processor to process / pulse the shrimp. I don't want it pureed like that because that was like a shrimp puree. Not there's anything wrong with it. I just didn't want that. Yeah. Please subscribe, hit the notifications, give it a thumbs up if you want to. And yeah, stay tuned for more Ninja Foodie recipes. No, thanks everybody. Thank you. Everybody, yeah. Woo!